Okay. Now, mm, what was the last discussion? Yeah, we are supposed to start with path param and query param, right?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Sometimes what happens, only route is not enough. Suppose this is one route. Let's say this is one route where we have this is product list. In product list page, we have all the products. Now, on click of view details button, let's say there is a button called view details. On click of view details, it should go to another route called uh, product details for product ID 101, product details for ID 102, product details for ID 103. So whatever product I click or whatever product I want to view the details, this is how the route will look like. So here the route is product details. What is 101, 102, 103? We cannot call them route. They are route parameter. This is route. This is route parameter. Okay. We have two type of route parameters. One is path parameter, where we see route after route, there will be one value. In query parameter, we can pass more than one value. This is route. After route, if you see question mark, key equal to value, and another key equal to another value. If you see this kind of syntax, it is called query parameter. When you see this kind of syntax, it is path parameter. Today we will understand how to use path param and query param, path param and query param to pass data from one page to another page. Okay, so what I'll do, first of all, I'll show you path param example. For path param, what all things we have to do? Let me do one thing. Let me open, let me open, first of all, products component. In product component, I'll have a button. The button name is view, view details. Now, every product has a view button. Whatever product I click on, if I click on this product, it will go to product details, product ID 101. If I click on second product view button, it will go to route product details 102. For that, what all things we have to do? Let's understand. First, configure product details route. Configure the route product details. So we have to add another route. We already have lot of routes. In that list, another route has to be added. So let's go and add that. We already have list of route in app component. In app component, we already have lot of routes. In this list, let's add one more route. The route name is route path is product details. If product details is there, and after product details, one product ID is there, load product details component. Now we have to create one component called product details. Let's do that. Now I'll create another component. The component name is product details.js. This is product details, product details. Okay. Now what will happen? Now what happens whenever we click on Whenever we click on a particular product, see, first I'll go to product list page. This is product list page. In this product list page, when I click on view button, it should go to product list. It should go to product list. Okay, fine. For that, what all things we will do? Let's see. Point one, add a route for product details. Then create a link to that route product list for every product. Link to product details ID, view details. So wherever we have view details button, in that button, we have to add link to. We have to add link to. So let's do that. Wherever we have view button, in that view button, in product component, we will add link to. So here we will add link to, link to, huh, uh, let me see what all things it has. Products data, products data, it has ID, title. Yeah, it has ID. So it should be fine. Rating 3.9. Is it 3.9? Let me check. Huh. It has ID. If it has ID, it should not be a problem. Only thing is we have to pass ID also from product list to product component. We have to pass ID also. We are not passing now from product list. We have to pass a props. That props. Huh. Okay. Now what are we doing? If somebody clicks on this button, it will take us to a new route. The new route name is product details. And this product details is configured here. Now let's see. Mm, we'll add view here. View slash link. Huh. Somehow the text became blue. Huh. When we click on view, it goes to product details 1. And which component got loaded? Product details, right? If we click on second product, it goes to product details and ID 2, right? Do you see? If I click on product 3, it goes to product details ID 3, right? Now, this is not enough. Point 1 and point 2 are done. Point 3, in the destination component is product details. In destination component, what we have to do? Collect the params data and display. How to collect the params data? To collect the params data, we have to use params and we have to collect the data. So in product details, what we will do? We will collect the params by using use params. Use params. Use params is a predefined method from React Router DOM. Using use params, we will be able to collect the ID. And once we have the ID, now we can print the details of that product. This is the product product details, details. This is the product details for product ID. So what it will show, if you go here, this is the product. This is the product details for product 3. When I click here, this is the product details for product 1. When I click here, this is the product details for product 2. Is it working fine? Any question here? What all things did we do? If you have any question, please ask. It will not be put post, nothing like that. It is just switching from one route to another route. And whenever we are switching from one route to another route, see, switching from one route to another route is nothing but switching from one page to another page. So we are in product list page. On click of this button, we want to go to product details page. When product list page we are leaving and we are going to product details page, somehow product list page has to pass the data to product details page, because product details doesn't know which product you are trying to view, right? In that case, product list has to pass the data and product details has to collect the data. From where product details will collect? From URL product details will collect. So product list is adding this ID in the URL. Product details is reading that ID from the URL. To read the data from the URL, we have used params. For that, we need to make API call.
Yes, sir. Like use step, how we can pass the the setter method set, and we can assign also variable. The similar way here we can do it in this hooks.
Can you come again?
Yeah, right. Previously we used to assign two variables, right? We can say setter method and a variable inside.
Use
Use state
state.
method.
That
Yeah,
was use state.
yeah.
This
If
is
we
use
compare,
param.
yeah,
You,
is that can we assign that method set ID
no,
here on?
no. Here
Right.
product details is only trying to read the data from URL. To read the data from one URL, this is enough. You just use params. It will give you one object. From that object, just collect the ID. And if you want to do something else, you can do that. I mean, what we can do is we can make a call and fetch the details of this product again. But there is no need of use state here.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to fetch the data, let's say now product details wants to fetch the data. Product details wants to fetch the data from one API and render. This is not enough, right? When you open Flipkart, what page is this? What page is this?
Product list.
Product list. When we click on a particular product, what page
Product
opens?
details.
Product details, right? In this product details, this is the product information, right? Safari Sting 21 large backpack. This is the product information. But this is not all the details about the product. This is just the description of that product, right? We have other information like what is the actual price, what is the current price, how many ratings this product has, what all images this product has. We have other information also. If we want to fetch other information, what we have to do, we have to make one API call. And how we will do that? We will write one use effect. We will write one use effect. This use effect, in this use effect, we will call a method fetch 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 details. Fetch details is a method, and this use effect will run every time there is a change in the ID. If ID changes, it should run. Now fetch details is a function. Yeah, we can write fetch details or we can directly write XJS code here also. Make it async. I'll say await await Axios dot get. I want to hit this URL. What is the URL? Yeah, products. And this is not enough. This is not enough. After this, we have to add the ID of the product. Now, okay, so it will give me let details is equal to, this is the product details. Now I'll have a state variable mm, const product or product info comma set product info is equal to use state of empty object. Then when we fetch the data, we will call the method set product info. To set product info, we will pass the product info that we got from API. Now that product info, what happened here? You can await here. Okay. Async function fetch data. Okay. So they are saying write a separate function and call. Yeah, like this. So what I'll do, I'll keep those two things inside a function. I'll keep those two things inside a function. Fetch data function. Fetch data is a function. Inside fetch data, I'll write these two things. This fetch data is a function. Can you go on mute if you have nothing to ask? Yeah. Async function fetch data. Okay. No. Const fetch data equal to async in this use effect. We will call in this use effect. Let's call fetch data function. Fetch data function we are calling. And whenever there is ID change, it should call fetch data method. Every time the fetch data is getting called, it is updating product info. Now that product info we can show in a card. We can show in a card that information we can show in a card. In product details page, we can show a card. We can show a card, and here we can say prod info dot category, prod info dot other things. So we will say prod info dot something, and this button is no more required. Okay, so I'll explain again. Let me first of all validate in UI. I'll go to product list. This is product list. When I open one of the product, when I open one of the product, it goes to product details page. In product details, what happens? Okay, sweet alert demo one. Okay, huh. Let me have prod info. In this prod info, okay, what if I add this? When this field is not there, it is not able to resolve and it is throwing error. Huh. We can add some class names here. Card call sm3, call offset 3. Call sm offset 3. What is the class name? Anybody is able to recall? Offset. Offset 3. Only offset 3. So offset 3. Fine. Do you see? Let me go to products. In products, let's say I click on the third item. I'll click on view. It shows me the details of that product. I go to products page. I click on the view on this SanDisk view. That product is shown here. Do you see? How did we how did we do it? Let's understand. How did we do it? This is product details component. In product details, what are we doing? In product details, what are we doing? We have one variable called prod info, const product info, set product info equal to use state. Then we have one id, const id equal to use params. This is the id we are reading from URL. Then we have a fetch data method. We have fetch data method. This fetch data, this fetch data is fetching the data for a particular ID and setting the data to prod info variable. This use effect is there and it is calling fetch data method every time there is a change in the ID. And once we get the product info, this product info we are printing in a card. That's all. Any question?
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Sir, it is Axios call, right? And you didn't use dot data for prod info. How can it will get data, sir? We need to use dot data, sir. Dot data, no, sir.
Okay, dot data. It looks like here it is not required. It directly gives me that data.
One question about you added question mark also, no, sir. Then it is getting our output. Is it? Can you tell me how, sir?
It is JavaScript concept. It is JavaScript concept. In JavaScript optional chaining. This is a concept.
Okay.
Nothing with JavaScript, nothing with React. In one object, if a field is not there, it will throw error. Okay.
Okay,
Let's
sir.
say, let's say, suppose I have one variable, let user. User is one empty object, or user has only name, nothing else. If I write user dot salary, will it print? No,
No,
right?
sir.
Let's
Yes,
say
sir.
user, I'll say employee dot salary, or I'll say user dot address dot city.
It will not print, sir. It is
It will throw error, right?
sir, yes, sir.
Because user object doesn't have address, doesn't have city. To avoid this uh, console error, we can write question mark so that it will check. If it is there, it will print. If it is not there, it will not throw any error.
Okay, sir. But if it is not there, it will throw error, sir.
No, it
But
will not throw error. It will print undefined. See, there is no
okay,
error.
okay, sir. But you did when you didn't get question mark, we didn't get output, sir. Why we didn't get output and
Because we got console error. If console error will be there, the program execution will stop.
oh, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
And this is JavaScript concept, optional chaining operator. Is it clear how to pass data from one route to another route? How the first route sends the data, how the second route collects the data? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Can you once on click of the view button, we are passing the ID in order to navigate it to the product details, right? On click of the route.
Y-
On route,
Yes.
we are mentioning also on the button.
Hmm.
Okay. In link two, we are doing this again. In the route also, we do mention the ID. Yeah. Okay. But this path is equal to slash product detail. This will come in the URL. This
Yes.
ID, how is it giving the ID number here from there? Because of the link dollar
Because of
ID.
this link. Huh.
Dollar ID.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay.
Yes. 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 It is an object.
So this use param can access the whole URL and it will take this specific ID, or it will take only the parameters which we are trying to send slash
No,
after slash.
we can see what it has. Console.log use params. It will return one object. See, it returns one object. That object has ID 10, nothing else. That object has ID 10, nothing else.
Oh.
Hmm. Yes, yes. But in the form of object. Yeah. But can somebody share the screen and do it by following the steps written here? Anyway, the steps are written here. By following the steps, can somebody do it?
I'll try. One second. So I need the product details page. I think the other day created one.
Do you have product space?
Yes. I don't have products, but I have fetch users. I can do using that as
Maybe
well.
maybe you have products. Can you search? Try to search products in the search bar. Show me products.js. It is having only data, right?
Correct.
Okay. You can go ahead with users.
Okay.
We have users list next to user name. Add a view button. On click of view, it should show the details of that particular user.
This is fetch users. Okay. So initially, first we need to set the route. Okay,
No,
I need to
first of all,
create
you
a
have one route.
component.
You have one route for user list. Then you have the route for user details. So keep all these things na on comment 89 to 94. Keep all of them. Add one more for users.
What is that?
Add one link in navbar component also.
I
Not
need
found. No,
different.
not found should not be a link. For not found only change it to users. Yeah, there only change it to users. Slash
Here.
users. Yes, users slash users. Make it small u, left hand side. Okay.
Now,
And route. Huh. Now try. Now go to app component. Go to index component. Yeah, comment that. Huh. Where is your navbar? Go to index component. Go to index. In index, you are calling app. Go to app now. Go to app component. In app component, where is your navbar? Have you commented it out? On comment navbar. Did you delete it?
I think I removed it from here.
Yeah. Yeah, try now. Yeah. Now it is showing users data, right?
Yes.
On click of view, it should go to user details.
Correct.
You have
So,
to follow the steps and do it.
yeah. Configure route first. That is in the app.js. I have to mention user details. On details with the, I don't know if this has some ID for this data. Yeah, it has some ID. Okay. And the component should be user details. I need to create
First
this.
of all, create one component.
Where is this? Now in the HTTP users, I've created a button. On click of this button, it has to navigate to the user details page. So for that, the next step is I need to create a link. Create a link to that route product list for every product. Okay. So I need to place this in the HTTP users. So we will no longer
You can
have
delete.
or
You can
button
delete
will
that
have.
button. You can delete that button line. Let it be link only. And just say view. And product details, change it to user details. User decaps. Yeah, done. Point number 2 is also done.
Collect the params and display in this. Okay. In the user details,
How to collect the path param?
const ID is equal to use params.
Yeah, call that function. And after user details, just print ID. No need to do other things. Print ID. That's all. Yeah. Run it.
It's not defined.
Link you have to import. Delete one character and type. Automatically it will be imported. Uh, click. No, delete and type again. Delete that link word and type again. Okay. Not sure what happened.
It's not
Left hand side, import link from React Router down. Yeah. Try now. ID is not defined. So in users, come down. User.name, user.id, not ID. It should be user.id.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's user.name, user.
Yes. Should be fine now. Yeah. When you click on view, it goes to user details and
With
it shows
ID1.
ID1.
Okay.
Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Yes.
Data is going to the data. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'll continue with query param then. The next thing that we are going to discuss is query parameter. Path parameter, when we use, we can pass only one information from one route to another route. When we use query param, we can pass more than one data. If we want to pass more than one data, we use query param. And query param will look like this. Query param will look like this. Route question mark key equal to value, key equal to value. For query param, what we have to do? Configure the route. We have to configure the route. We have to create one route like this. What I'll do, I'll create another component. In product, I'll add another link. I'll add another link. Sorry. First I'll add in route file. In route path equal to, here we have product details. Here I will say product detail. So I'll create another component called product detail. That product detail will show me query param. Product detail. There is a simple change. There is a little change here. We have two things. One is product details component. One is product detail component. So in product detail component, I will show you the query param thing. Product detail. In the path, if product detail is there, load product detail. Don't get confused. We have two components. One is product details, which is for path param. Product detail is for query param. So point one is done. We added one route. Point two, create a link and navigation logic. We will have a button. Like this. In product component, we will have a button like this. In this button, what we are writing? We are saying this is a button. This is a button. On click of this button, I will call a method called navigate handler. I'm calling a method navigate handler by passing title and price. So navigate handler is a method. In the navigate handler, what are we doing? We have navigate handler method. In navigate handler, So first we are using use navigate. Use navigate will return one object. Using that object, using that object, we will create a search params. We will create search params. So what are we doing? On click of this button, view to view to is another button. On click of second button, we are calling a method called navigate handler. It is our own method. In this navigate handler method, what are we doing? We get title and price. Using that title price, we have to create a string title equal to ABC, price equal to 123. To create that, to create that, we are using path name. Path name is product detail, not details. It should go to this path with search. What is the search? The search is create search params is a predefined method. To that, I am passing title and price. So when I pass title and price, when I pass title and price, title and price, by taking title and price, by taking title and price, it will create a search string. It will create a search string. It will create a search string by using that title and price. Okay. Now, this much change we have to do in product component. Who is triggering the button? So if you go to product list, this is product list. In this product list, we have two buttons. One is view button. One is view to button. On click of this view to button, it is changing like this. Where it is going? It is going to product detail. Where it is going? Product detail. In that product detail, there is a question mark. Then we have title equal to something, price equal to something. So to create this, to create a URL, something like this, we are using this logic we are using because of that to create that search string. Is it clear? Now, it is the time, it is the time to collect the params data and display. Who will collect the params data? Which component will collect the data?
Product detail.
Product detail will collect. So in product detail, what we will do? There is a predefined thing called use search params. There is something called use search params. Using use search params, for path param we use params. For query param we use search params. This use search params will give me all the search params. Now what we have to do? We have to convert that search params into a particular format. We have to convert that to a particular format. Once it is converted to a particular format, okay, all params, I can declare a state variable const params and set params is equal to use state of empty object. Then once we get the params, we will say set params, all params. Then to print this data, to print the params data here, what we will do here, this is query param example. After this, we will create a card. We will create a card. This is our card. We can have a card and we can show the details. We can show details like, we can show details like, we can show details like, this is params, params dot title, params dot price, whatever we are getting from the previous page. Now let's try this. So go to product details page. If I try this, price is 22. This is the title. I'm able to print the title and price. If I go to some other product, price is 55. I'm able to show the price. You understood? Let me repeat the steps one more time. Point 1, add a route. So we have to add a route in app.js. Route path equal to product detail. If product detail route comes, load product detail component. This is point 1. Then there are two components involved here. One is source component, one is destination component. The source component is product, destination component is product detail. In source component, what are we doing? We have a button. We have a button. The button name is view to. Button has a text view to. We have a button here. So this button has view to text. And on click of this button, on click of this, we are calling a function. We are calling a function. The function name is navigate handler. What are we doing in this navigate handler? In navigate handler, we are forming a search string or query string. How are we forming? We got title and price. We are calling navigate method and we are passing one object. In that object, we are saying that my path name should be product detail. Navigate method takes one object. Navigate method takes one object. Navigate method takes one object. In that object, there are two things. One is path name, to which path you want to go. What is the path name? What is the search string you want to pass? These are the two things we have to decide. What is the path name? The path name is product detail. What is the search string? Search string should have a question mark. After that, there will be 2, 3 key equal to value, key equal to value. To create key equal to value, key equal to value, again there is a predefined word called create search params. Call that method. Call that method. It will give you the query string. This is source component. Now in the destination component, we have to read the parameters. To read the parameters, what we are doing? We have use search params. Use search params. Using use search params, we are getting all the params and setting it to a variable called params. That params we are reading and printing. Is it clear? This is called query param. Any question?
Yes, sir. One doubt I have.
Hmm.
So through ID also we are getting all the details of this product, right? And through
Hmm.
query params also we are getting the same. So what is
Hmm.
the main key difference between both of them?
The main difference is, if you remember product details, we got only ID, and
Yes,
only ID is not enough. We are making another API call. That API call gives me other details about that product, right?
correct.
In path param, you can pass only one thing, ID of the product. Using that ID fetch other details. But here in query param, we can pass multiple things. We are passing title and price. If I want to pass another field also, that is possible.
Okay, fine.
That is the main difference.
Got it, sir.
Any other question? Okay.
When do we use this and that?
So when in the URL you want to add something, in the URL you want to add something, we use path param like this, where only one information has to be passed from page 1 to page 2, and the page 2 will go and get the details
Of its own.
from API. We go with path param.
Okay.
When we want to pass more than one information from page 1 to page 2, we go with query param.
Okay.
Mostly, uh, if you see here, if we have a search box, right? This will be query param. See, this is query param. Do you see?
Yeah. Search and filters would be query.
Query param. See, what is the route here? Route is search. After that, there is a question mark. Then Q equal to sky bag. Edge equal to on. Edge show equal to on. These all are query strings, right?
Yeah.
Understand?
Yes.
Okay. I think we should stop here. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to practice. Please practice these two things, path param and query param. In the next session, we will understand what is nested routing. We have index route, how to